All right, we're getting quite a pile on the floor over here. All the lines and stuff pulling off. Stuff everywhere. So, the bike's pretty well stripped down. I have to pull the rear chain off. I got the rear motor mount bolts out. Those two are out. That one's out. I just got the one left there. And I got the one front mount there. Got all the lines off. The electrical's all disconnected, but I can't pull this one out under the starter because there's no room. So I'm going to have to pull the starter to get this wire out so I can yank the motor. Otherwise there's going to be a pigtail here connected to the motor. I never put a quick disconnector up here on the frame on this bike. I thought I did, but that's something to do. Do a quick disconnect and I can yank the thing without pulling that wire out. But I haven't done that yet. Maybe it's something I should upgrade. But usually if you're pulling a motor, you're pulling a starter, so it's not like it's a major issue. It's just right now the motor has oil in it. It's clean, so if I pull that out, it's going to be dumping oil everywhere. So, minor thing. So, anyway, that's where we're at now. So I'm going to have to clean this off slightly. I don't know if it's got clean oil in there or dirty oil. I don't remember last time I changed it, so we'll find out. I got to pull this one bolt out. There's just enough room to get a nut wrench up under here without pulling the battery. Just like everything else, it's made just enough clearance to get it apart. No extra. Alright, so let's get this thing where we're at. Bring the bike over a little bit. Give it a quick wipe there. Just in case it's got good oil in it. I don't remember. Alright. It's pretty much going to dump down the side stand. Just put the side stand in there. And it'll just catch. Now what? Hello. Yo. Bring it over and take a look at it. Okay. Bye. Alright. It's either just going to work or it's going to not work. Like that. It doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, we'll see how it works. Don't lose your clutch cable piece. Kind of important. Yeah, I'll put this up with my nitro stuff. Alright, well, let's see what we got. Wrong one. Must be this one. That's the one. So to stop the oil leak on the primary bolt, under here, I put a 10mm banjo bolt for a brake line that has a rubber on the inside, aluminum outside. That goes over the bolt, seals it. Then I have a heavy-duty washer, it keeps it flat so it works, and then I just have a lock nut on top. You don't have to tighten the lock nut very tight. If you tighten a lot, you will break the cover in here and it'll leak around that all the time. And this cover's been welded up for many hours to make it not leak. Because I'm too cheap to go get another cover, which isn't broken. So anyway, that's got to be looked at too. I'll put that right there so I don't lose it. So, one of the secrets. Alright, so now, got a bunch of little bolts and one big one. Time to ream those holes again. Getting tight on the screws. That one ready. I think I got them all. Yep. We got one left now. So I put a bolt in there instead of a stud. So I just pull one thing, the whole cover is free to come off. It's glued on, so it might not come off. I'll leave that on there so it can't fall. As soon as you let go of it, falls on the ground, it makes a big mess. Alright. So you give it just a little clearance. It won't leak too much as it leaks. There it goes. Keep the leak small. See? Looks like new oil. It's nice and clean. This doesn't get a lot of runs on my oil. It might only have 3 miles on that oil. Who knows? 2 runs. Probably only got a couple runs on it. I bet you there's less than 5 miles running time on that. Probably 15 minutes of neutral time. Yep, let's strip on my kickstand now. Alright, time to pull it off. I forgot to loosen the tensioner up, and it's binding. Chain tensioner under here. You don't loosen it, binds up on the shoe. Won't let it come off. Which is what it was doing. Half the time you can pull it out, the other half time you can't. Oh, it comes out easy now, see? Dump off what oil wants to come out. Better drip it out now than later. So there you go. The sludge goes to the bottom, see? Throw mechanism. Piece there. If you want to fight the cable for the next 20 years, pull the stupid cable out. You don't have to fight it. No problem, it goes on for 3 inches. It takes a while. There you go. Looks like new on the inside. There. There's an amount of chunko in the oil in the tranny. So what does that look like in there that's laying in there that shouldn't be in there? Big piece of metal is what it is. Whatever it is well chewed up. I don't recognize what it is. Something big. Probably not supposed to be in there. Everything else is little small stuff that you normally get in there. There you see better. That was a big piece. You see I welded a bunch of welding up in here. Die cast did not weld very well. It's the hardest material there is to weld. Okay. Rip off the bolt. Okay, well, 2 starter bolts are up under here. One right there, one right there. This one usually you can't get it out, but you can get the Allen in it to loosen it. But the bolt won't come out most of the time. I think I slotted mine a little bit, so it might come out. I don't remember. It is metric. I don't remember what size metric it is, but it's metric. But I don't think it has a doesn't have an American head on it though. I know the bolt's metric, but I think the head's American. Yeah, the head is American, but the bolt's metric. Explain that one. All right. So. See, that's metric thread. An American bolt. Oh well. You just pull the start edge, you unscrew it, you don't bind anything up. Oh, what the hell's this? Oh, starter button. Alright, there you go. I forgot one wire. One thing about a little single cylinder motor, you don't need a heavy duty starter motor. Alright, so this is all the wiring. This can go off to the side. So if I put a quick disconnect here in the middle, I wouldn't have to do all this. But either way, you got to pull the motor apart anyway, so what's the difference? By the way, I've never done it. Alright, so this other wiring is part of the motor. Looks like I modified my case so the bolt will come out. Stock does not. So if you don't want to lose your bolt, put it back in the starter motor because it is metric. It's probably easier to find metric bolts these days than it used to be, but it used to be a pain in the ass. Had to go to Harley. Even they didn't want to stock them. Alright, so I know I got something wrong with the crank. So I think I just pull this thing apart right now. Alright. Might be the easiest way of doing it, or I just wait. It's kind of a toss-up. If I yank it right now, it's lighter. If I wait until later, it's heavier. So which one should it be? I don't know. It's a toss-up.